Let's try this again. Good morning, lovely peeps. Coming from Floresville, I am in a fantastic fucking mood. Confirmation from years of knowing, being a PK, and being taught you do not question the Bible and you do not Christian Christianity was to be sacrilege. And then to have today an ex-pastor, female, question the Bible. I was like, oh yes, please, let's find out the truth. Because I already know in my soul what is going on. I have already had constant confirmation since Bashar, since there have been sightings of these higher level angels with freaking billions of eyes and wheels turning in all directions, popping up in our skies. Now, people, there's a difference between a normal orb that is a spirit and a higher dimension level being popping up. I already knew that there were missing books of the Bible. I knew, come on, because being humans, we are flawed. We are flawed like ever believe. But to hear that there were books changed and taken out of the Bible, there were contexts that were changed to suit the patriarch of the church and everything. And it said this, guys, it said this. No, listen close. The Book of Enoch, the Book of Mary, Christ codes, parallel dimensions were taken out and changed to suit what they wanted. So they made this book, this relic, that is supposed to be an ancient sacred text of the teachings of their Yahshua, and to feel mockery. Separation was a punishment. Yahshua never intended to be worshipped, and yet we do. Why would you take the Book of Enoch, the one that became a Metron, the most strongest of angels there is, and favored of Yahshua, out of the Bible? Why would you take the Book of Sophia out of the Bible, the divine feminine? What do you have to gain for this? What do they have to gain? Make it into nothing but a patriarchal come on, let's get into this brass taxes, because I'm raring to go, guys. Like, this was confirmation of what I felt resonated with me for years. Because I went against the norm. I did. I questioned the Bible and belief. because something just didn't ring true to me. And I'm like, it just does not make sense. It contradicts itself. Why would you take the Christ codes out? Why would you take the teaching of Mary Magdalene out of the Bible? Why would you take the book of Enoch out of the Bible? What do we have to gain from this? Is it fear? Is it control? Christ codes. They're Christ never intended. I said, and we made him into be this God. He never wanted that. He said that we would be higher than him. So maybe that is the key here. To keep our energetic levels low and thinking that we are not worth or worthy of our higher selves, and to activate those Christ codes that Mary Magdalene taught and was taught. So all this time, we could have been preparing for ourselves. We could have been activating those codes. We could have already been awakened. And we live in ignorance and control. Because we are programmed and taught and groomed not to guess the Bible, not to guess the Christianity, not to go against it. Whether we find it lacks truth or not, we don't have that choice. Now, I'm a PK. My dad was a pastor. And I was brought up, and I was to memorize the books of the Bible back and front, forwards, backwards, sideways, you name it. Yeah. Well, maybe if you bring back the book of Mary Magdalene and actually change the context of the book to what it was supposed to be. The Emerald Tablets, the Book of Enoch, what else has been changed and taken away? Why? I mean, because it even states in the Bible, you are not to take away and change the words of the text. And we did. So we went against that rule already. Already we went against that rule. Like, seriously. And Samael saw the flaws in us and knew that we were unworthy. And if you don't know about Samael, I suggest you get the book of him and learn about him. And if you want to learn more about him, get the book of Lilith or the Talmud, the Zohar, everything. Guys, there is a divine feminine. We were never made to be evil. So I am wondering, I want to find the Book of Mary now. I want to find the Book of Mary. And I want to read that text, that context. I want to read it. I want to know what she says. And what scared the authorities of Christianity to prompt to take that book out. What truth hold dear that scared them that they would make it all into a patriarch? What was it? Something had to scare them to take this book out. What else? And what scared them to prompt them to take out the Book of Enoch? To take out the codes that Christ taught. Why were we so scared? That there are actually parallel dimensions to us that are intertwined with us. Like, I'm sitting here now, and there's probably another person, another me somewhere else, in another dimension, in another parallel dimension, that is doing something totally different. And this explains the shifting of dimensions that we're experiencing now. This explains why we are now seeing these higher level beings and angels pop up. The ones that are supposed to be watching us for eons. And maybe if we had the context of these books, we would have been better prepared for what we are experiencing. Maybe. But oh my gosh, I woke up this morning and I reached for my phone and I turned it to TikTok, and all of a sudden there was that pastor, and I was like, okay, I want to know, I want to see what this AI has to say about this question. And yeah. Cheers, guys, to truth, confirmation, and been led right again. It is going to be a fantastic day. I can't wait to tell my husband, because he believes the same. And wait until he hears that the Book of Enoch was actually taken out of the Bible. The Book of Mary Magdalene was taken out of the Bible. The Christ codes were taken out of the Bible. Parallel dimensions was taken out of the Bible. The Book of Enoch, which me and him already knew the Book of Enoch was taken out of the Bible. So with all those, I wonder if they're going to lead to the Emerald Tablets and more truth that is coming out. Things are getting unveiled and revealed. What prompted them to doing this? That something that was supposed to be so sacred has made into fear, has driven many away from that belief. A lot more are turning to paganism and the craft, simple because of this. The ones that are blind and cannot see and read between the text and the lines. It talked about awakening. Awakening these codes and these activations. It's all about awakening. Awakening your soul. This is it. This is it. This is it, guys. This is the truth. If pagans and druids alike are so evil, why did Yahshua converse with them? Why did he commune with these people, with us, with the witches and the druids and nature-based people? If we were so evil, why did he do that? If we were so evil. But yet, Yahshua communed with them. Oh, wow. I'm charged. I'm super charged. I don't know what it was about that video, but when I heard it, it resonated with me. And I felt, like I said, I felt it in my soul. Like this has been what I've been knowing for a long time. And told that I was crazy to even think about these things. Even to question the Bible, because we're not supposed to do that as Christians. Well, maybe I'm not a Christian. And even when I grew up in a Christian family, I still questioned it. I got in trouble for it, but I questioned it nonetheless. And I didn't let me stop. That didn't stop me from finding truth and finding my own path. So, Here's to truth being Monday. We're just going to call it today. Truth coming out. Things, confirmation, and everything. So if something does not resonate with you and it doesn't hold truth, question it. Don't be afraid to question it. Find your own truth. Find your own answers. Look within. Study. Don't be afraid to broaden your horizons to find those answers. Don't get caught up in other people's dogma. But I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get dressed. And I shall see y'all later. Darkest blessings. Bye, guys.